Hi, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please remember to subscribe. And if you've been generously and graciously supporting me all these years, thank you so much. I would be nothing without you. It's all about community, which is why we're here. This video will be the first in a series. I'm calling these Masterclass Mondays. Today, we're going to start with one of my masterclasses called Becoming the Beast, where we celebrate Disney's Beauty and the Beast. And if you have questions or comments or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. I will read all the comments and we're going to start this dialogue. And like any good class, I used to always sit in the very front of the class so I could ask the questions. So please leave questions and comments and I'll get to them in upcoming videos. Today's Masterclass Monday, dealing with Beauty and the Beast, we're going to answer one of the most common questions that I get when I do the Masterclass. What was it like to play the Beast? Now, before I'm ever allowed to do anything from this show, and for those of you who've seen my one-man show, Living the Dream, on the cruises and in theaters around the country, you'll know this already. But before I'm ever allowed to do anything from this show, I have to do this first for my daughter, Paige. So, ladies and gentlemen, for Paige, the Beast in Disney's Beauty and the Beast. And now that that's out of the way, what was it like? Well, if I had to couch it in the terms of vintage Disneyland, I would have to say that playing the Beast is definitely an e-ticket ride. And if you kids are too young to know that, find someone old, they'll explain to you what that means. But that just means it was really spectacular. Now, anytime you play any role, you have to find out what it is to live within the skin of that other character, which teaches you one of the great things about theater is empathy, to feel like what it feels like to be another person. So I want to encourage that with all the roles that you play. But I was fortunate being the standby to the Beast and Gaston from the beginning in Houston, Texas. I would stand in the back of the theater with, it would be me and Michael Eisner and Jeffrey Katzenberg, Michael Cosman, the orchestrator, Alan Menken, who did the music, Linda Wolferton, who wrote the amazing story, and I would watch the show evolve through the capable hands of Terry Mann as the Beast and Susan Egan as Belle, and Burke Moses, who literally was Gaston. So truly inspirational performances to watch and to learn from. The story by Linda Wolferton, she'd written it for the movie as well, told the story so effortlessly that all the creatives agreed that the most effective rehearsal they'd seen of the whole show was in Jeans and Sneakers, where they just told the story, sang the songs, and it moved us all to tears. So even without any of the bells and whistles, the show itself was breathtaking. And so we knew we had something tremendously strong to begin with. Then you add the power of Disney behind it, where there are amazing sets and lighting and costume. In fact, the fireball that was created for the Enchantress did not exist before the show. This was patented for the show so she could throw that fireball, and by the time it hit the prince, it completely had evaporated. So it was a new firework was invented just for Beauty and the Beast. And if you stick around to the end, I'll share with you another behind-the-scenes secret, so stick around. One of the great things about playing the Beast was the sheer fear factor in the beginning. Because I'm so big, it was really easy for me to draw on that kind of awkwardness, right? That kind of, because people have always been slightly afraid of me because I am so big to begin with. I'm kind of an imposing figure to begin with. And when I was given the chance to take over, when we opened the show in Toronto, it was tremendously exciting to start so violently. But then once you had the hair and the horns on and didn't have to worry about what you looked like, it allowed you to just live in that moment and find the truth within, and to open your heart when you needed to. So as he slowly found love and found Belle, we took the audience on this adventure where they were frightened, but then they were moved to tear, moved to joy. And then by the end, it became truly redemptive moment at the end. So the Beast goes through a really beautiful arc, and that connection with the audience is, to me, the magic of the theater. And when you can really make that work, it's a joy to play. So I truly, truly loved every minute of it. What was great for me, a lot of the work was done for me by watching Terry evolved the show. And one of the things, as we were discovering what it was like to become the Beast, we had to go through a whole bunch of exploratory experimentation. So the Beast costume, as it was originally manifest, had this amazing skeleton structure built on the back to give you that huge buffalo hump. And that was a beautifully articulated skeleton within the thing, and it moved elegantly and gave you this whole animal reality. But then once you were able to put the skin and the hair and the horns on that, it became ponderously heavy, and you got trapped in it, and you really couldn't move your neck, and it was just too much to deal with. So, and the same with Lumiere and Cogsworth and Mrs. Potts. As the spell progressed, the concept was to have the makeup become more and more elaborate, so the humanity got lost. Sadly, the humanity got lost. And so eventually, right before we opened, they stripped all that away, allowed the actors' faces to tell the story, and that brought us to the hit show that you know today. One of the great things about playing that role was singing the big song. Now, if you know the show Beauty and the Beast, the movie, Robbie Benson, who I'm a big fan of and I still follow on Facebook, he sang just a little bit of the song. He glanced this way, I thought I saw, and didn't have much to sing. So sadly, Howard Ashman had passed away, and they had to bring in Sir Tim Rice to write this amazing song for the end of Act One called If I Can't Love Her, which is still my 11 o'clock number today in my show. So I was blessed in El Paso, Texas once to do a 25th anniversary concert of Jesus Christ Superstar, where Sir Tim Rice came. I was playing Caiaphas, but he told me that he may tell all the beasts this, I don't know. But he told me I was his favorite beast. So Sir Tim, if you're watching, that meant the world to me. So that was an exciting moment. Now, if you have any more questions about Beauty and the Beast, or any ideas or suggestions for other shows that we can explore, please leave them below, and we will start this conversation, because the best classes, like I said, are when we connect and we interact together. So I look forward to that. Now, your behind the scenes secret for today is that the costume that was the Beasts was designed by Ann Hold Ward, who won the Tony Award for this. Well, she also won the Tony Award for the costumes for Into the Woods, another musical that I had done, where I played the Prince, and later on the Prince and the Wolf. And the wolf costume, the chest on the wolf, the same prosthetic was used as the chest for the Beast. So that's the little trivia for today. That's a little behind the scenes secret. We'll have one at the end of every video. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I would like to encourage you again to subscribe here. Leave your comments below. Leave your suggestions below. We'll start this class, and next time I will see you on the next Masterclass Monday. Thanks for visiting.